You had to get here early. We appreciate you coming in after playing on Thursday night. But I want to ask you about that game. You guys got your first look at Jeremy Lin, and you seemed to handle that pretty well. What were you trying to do?
Well, first of all, the Knicks coming in playing well.
You're on such a roll shooting the ball lately. Is this as good as you felt shooting the ball since you've been in the league?
Not as good as I felt.
Well, I think he's going to be a prolific scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's got everything you want in an offensive player. The ability to shoot deep, effortlessly, can put the ball on the floor, he can finish at the rim, he takes contact, he's a strong kid. So he's going to be a very good offensive player. You all know the question about Jim Mercer's defense and whether he'll be able to just be credible. He doesn't have to be great, he just has to be a credible defender. And so if he shows people that he can be credible, there's no reason he can't be a rotation guy immediately, even on a good team, and work his way. Whether he's a starter or not, I think is almost irrelevant. I mean, it's whether you play or not. So I think he's going to play, and he's going to play big minutes for a lot of teams.
I talked to one person who's directly involved in these discussions. He said, look, there's never been a verge of anything. They've had discussions. Chicago and LA have had discussions. Everybody knows that. But as Magic said, Luol Deng is the piece that the Lakers want. The Bulls are not going to give them Luol Deng. And even if they were going to give them Luol Deng, there's so many guys that are involved in this deal, whether it's Deng, Ben Gordon, Nocioni, all of these guys have either poison pills in their contracts or they're base year players. That's a lot of jargon. What it means is it's impossible to trade them right now. You have to wait until their contracts go further down the road, maybe a year, and then they're more tradable. The only way I see this deal getting done with Chicago is if the Bulls re-sign P.J. Brown, who right now hasn't signed with anybody. He made $8 million last year, and put him in this package. And I talked to Mark Bartelstein, his agent, this afternoon. He said the Bulls have not talked to him about any type of scenario with a sign and trade. But really, right now, that's the only way you could get a deal done right now. Now, I do think the Lakers have inquired as to what it would take to get Ben Gordon signed. I was told that last week. I think they've done that. But that's not the same as getting a deal done. I think they're still talking. But I think realistically we're talking about trade deadline at the earliest, maybe next summer before these two teams can get something done.